It's week 4 of the National Football League, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Monarchs and the Blues. All that and more coming up next.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Young Kwaku has it all teed up. And here we go from Melbourne. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. Leading them out, the 3rd overall pick in this year's draft. After a decorated career at UNC, it's Drake May.
Drake entered the league as a top 5 pick because he checks a lot of boxes. Just the way you want him. Tall, athletic, great arm. 1 year at North Carolina, put on an absolute show. And yeah, his 2nd year as a starter took a little bit of a beating and some question whether or not he was still a top 5 pick. The ability, there's no question there. It is now the consistency in taking care of the football that will be a big part of Drake's career.
It's a pickup of 33 yards. And they'll have first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. First carry for the versatile vet Cordarrelle Patterson. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 36. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. It's a gain of 22, and it'll give him a first down. They give to Patterson out of the shotgun. And he's got a nice gain down inside the 10-yard line. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Right back to Patterson now. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
Patterson. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Only a yard that time, and now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Going power with a big tight end. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Monarchs finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
That one right down the middle. And the Monarchs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Prater on to send it away. Israel Abanikanda on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And leading them out in his 9th NFL season, he experienced a real resurgence last year. It's Jared Goff.
I really hate to say this, and when you start 0-3, the numbers will just tell you flat out. Week 4 becomes a must-win game for you to save some playoff hopes. And in a must-win situation, really all eyes turn to their quarterback for a signature performance that keeps hope alive and elevates everybody around him.
Watson with the catch. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. That was Darius Williams on the tackle. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Going run again with Jacobs. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. Ooh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line. Offense to the line for second down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Goff to the air now. Setting up the screen. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
Awareness. Kate, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains.
And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. They're out and set, first and 10. Here's the pistol snap to May. It's a completion to Michael Pittman Jr. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Shotgun handoff for Patterson. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
May on first and 10. Pass is caught. That's Tim Patrick. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5. On the handoff, Patterson. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Levante David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. All plays on the table here for third and 3. Operating from the gun, here's May. This is complete to Patrick. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Gets this one to Cordero Patterson. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a first and 10. Going play action, May. Flushed out of the pocket. Okay. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Handoff headed right to Patterson. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Arnold Ebiketie makes it there for the stop. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's May. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. This is Patterson on the give. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. That big 4th down call is how we close out our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Time to begin the second quarter, and we'll pick up with what's already been a lengthy possession. They've got 1st and goal to work with. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Once again, Patterson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Rolling left, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Matt Prater on for the field goal try. From the left hash, 34 yards away. McManus sends it through. And this one is center chains. Couldn't have hit that much better.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Here's Abanikanda on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here comes this offense for its 2nd series of the game. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
It's pretty obvious this defense, man, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, you start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
1st down throw from Goff. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's 2nd and 5. Throw secured by George Pickett. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that'll give him a 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Stays upright. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Blues start to fight back with their first points of this game. George Pickens the touchdown. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird?
Ooh.
In the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know, but whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
That one splits the uprights. And the Blues cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Center return, Nyheim Hines. This return makes it up to the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's made in the air. That's Thomas. He's got it. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. This is Patterson. He breaks the tackle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Give him 3 on that game. And it sets up 1st down. May now from the gun. This is reeled in by Juwan Jennings. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Defense showing blitz here. May finds a seam down the middle. And he's in. Touchdown! The Monarchs make it a 9-point advantage. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Prater adds the PAT. And the Monarchs make it a 10-point ball game. Now Prater on to send it away. Khalif Raymond to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he gets him around 6 there. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. From the 31. Big gain downfield. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. From the gun, Goff. That finds Jacobs complete. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
On second down, Jacobs. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Turning to Jacobs on third. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Going to the ground again on first. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throwing is gone. And after some relocating there, Brock, they track him down away from the pocket. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. Field goal attempt coming now from Young Hui Koo. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
You know, you look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Patterson trying this straight ahead. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Throwing is May. Forced out to his right. He's running for it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
On play action, here's May. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First down throw for May. Got a man, Patterson has it. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. McManus sends it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2-for-2 for this kicker.
Now Prater on to send it away. Here's Abanikanda on the return. Coverage Monarchs team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Blues and George Pickens set for this next possession. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. On first down, it's Goff. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Scooped up by the defense. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Searches from the pocket. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Back to the air, it's May. Pass is caught at the 9. Touchdown! Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity to make a play, and he sure did.
Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Monarchs take a 3-possession lead. Now Prater on to send it away. Here's a Conda on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Cut by Jacobs. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. From the 36. This ball's cut by Bowers. Pickup of 12 on that play. And they're going to have a 1st down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Gets this one to Watson. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
This ball's cut by Pickens. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
The kick by Lutz is good, and the gap closes to 14 points.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So we've reached the halftime break. The Monarchs leading so far on the road. Now let's get you back stateside. Jonathan Coachman waiting patiently to check in, bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Here's Abanikanda on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So their offense will have it first to begin quarter number 3. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. From the 41. Watson with the catch. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. That'll be complete to Jacobs. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Here's 2nd and 14. He's got Watson. This is ahead for about 5. Tackled by Keon White there. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Throwing again. It's Goff. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
The Blues out to get a boot into this one. The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. The Monarchs and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Right back to Patterson now. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Fourth down, we're going to see an incredible nickname, one of my favorites in the game, the Scottish Hammer, Jamie Gillan on the punt. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. They stick with Jacobs. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a gain of 4 there, and it'll give him a 1st down. Going run again with Jacobs. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. They go play action with Goff. He puts some power on a deep one left. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Goff now on 3rd down. That one's cut along the left sideline. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that'll be a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
On the option, it's Jacobs. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Looking to throw, Goff. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Goff setting to throw. Complete here to Bowers. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And now they have a 1st and goal.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Is in. Touchdown! The Blues shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Blues chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. And look at this return. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. On the handoff, Patterson. And this is a nice gain that stopped at the 47. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Short side option here. He's running left. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's a gain of 4. And that gives them the 1st. Here's the pistol snap to May. This is complete to Patrick. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff for Patterson. And they bring him down around the 34. He manages a gain of 8 there. And they'll have 1st down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. We give to Patterson out of the shotgun. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. This one goes for 3 yards. And it'll give him a 1st down. This is Patterson on the give. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Once again, Patterson. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that'll give him a 1st down. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's still just a 1-score game as we resume play in the 4th. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Here's May to the air. Escapes the pocket. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Monarchs go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Drake May the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Now Prater on to send it away. Here's Raymond on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Blues and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Now he's throwing deep, left side. He's got it inside the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. They'll run, Jacobs. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. We've got a break in the action. Looks like someone was shaken up on the play. Medical personnel out now to attend to him. It's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Jacobs. dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown! The Blues now within one score in the fourth. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Blues chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here's Hines. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Monarchs and Cordero Patterson getting set for their next possession. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense more good numbers well into this second half. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
From the gun, it's May. He's on the move. He's keeping it again. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it sets up first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. May now from the gun. That finds Ayuk complete. And he's tackled for a short gain.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, here's May. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. Looks like play has been paused. We've got a timeout taken by the defense. May throwing for it. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Sometimes a quarterback gets so focused on coverage down the field, you lose sight of those linemen right in front of you. On that occasion, he throws it right to the D lineman. Easy to get the paw up and swat away a potential first down.
First down, ball at the 36. From the gun, Goff. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Goff. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Throwing is gone. They get to him and bring him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Not the first time you said his name today, Kate. No surprise seeing him add a sack to this total. The same nose to the football that helped him recover a fumble earlier, well, it aided him in the pursuit of the QB, and he nearly forced a fumble of his own on that sack right there.
Punting unit out now. Jack Fox will kick it away. Another drive coming up for this offense. And after they were stopped on 4th down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Up the middle, here goes Patterson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Patterson. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 32. Pressure's on him, and it gets home. He's dropped. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
We get so stuck, Kate, on decision-making being the ball in the hands and where's he throwing it. The ball in the hands in the passing game, and what kind of decision is he going to make? When in reality, in this game, in the 4th quarter, decision-making is also knowing when to salvage a play. Salvage that real estate that's so important to try to play a little add-on and make this a 2-score game. That sack, that's not going to help in that decision at all.
3rd and long for him here. Chased out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that 1st down.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the 1st down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they're going to take over possession. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Connection made to Coleman. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him. The receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
And he's able to drive up past the 40. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. From the 42. That throw finds Pickens. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Complete to Coleman. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
On 1st down, it's Goff. That's complete to Bowers outright. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
This ball's caught by Pickens. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Looking to throw it. And they got there in time. He's taken down. They've got to keep moving quick here. Desperation time here on fourth. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Sending the tight end in motion left. Patterson trying this straight ahead. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. Second down now, 7 to go. This is Patterson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Right back to Patterson now. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. The Monarchs out for the punt. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it'll be their football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Monarchs as we say so long from Melbourne.